that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First,
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Set to go now on a rainy Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
On first down, it's Hubbard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Hubbard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back. And nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to find Ford. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The throw taken in by Cole. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Joker. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
70, Indy. Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now back to throw. He may try and run for this. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him inside the 10.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A look now at the Miami offense.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Good job.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up a throw. Complete to Myers, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
18 Gator.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards and the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
All day. We coming all day.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
He's coming. We got double up. Deep rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That pass play good for 7. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
On the set. Mike 50, On deck, check. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready to break. Yo.
They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47 yard. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's brought in by Floyd. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 70, Indy. 50's a mark. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, watch the screen. Let's go. Watch the screen. Put up. Keep gripping.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
70, Indy.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Understandable, we're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we may see some of this in the early part of the game.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Got it. 55, right 55. All day, every day, any day. Kill. Turn up.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got the hook up to Floyd. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Warner. He's going to let this one go deep. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
And out come the Dolphins now. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is Floyd, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Able to find Floyd. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And so room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And this, a 9-point game now as they've gone to halftime. The Steelers looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
50, plant. 65, 65. Big rip.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Switch it, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
91.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They run the counter. Hubbard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
all all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right.
With the score, Titans 20,
check.
Dolphins 13.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 17. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On now is the Titans punter. He's been terrific so far. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ready, set.
50 seconds to mark. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
2nd and 3. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out come the Titans now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hill running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
2nd and 11. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. And they'll wind up taking over in their own territory inside the 35-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
I got him,
Ready, ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Let's go, 30 base.
6, right there, 56. Check, 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 check.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh, yeah.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On now is the Titans punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. Just over 1:40 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Out to Cole on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's back to throw. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
70, Indy.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. from 13 yards out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.